A very good morning to you all, children. Children, I welcome you all into this session of science. And today we will be reading chapter 3rd. This is the second session. We had held once previous session of this chapter. The chapter is producers of food, the green plants, and we saw that the plants are very important, right? And they are the basics of food cycle. Now the parts of the leaves, we also studied that there is a mid vein, then side veins and all that which are there. Then we saw this process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process of manufacture of food by the plant with the help of sunlight and water and chlorophyll. Photo means light, and we saw this equation also: water plus CO2, carbon dioxide plus chlorophyll plus sunlight is plant food. Right? And we also saw that when the food is produced, then oxygen is released. Then some activities we saw, that why green leaves can produce the food, and how to show that sunlight is need for photosynthesis, right? And how then we saw that the edible part of the plant, where the plant stores excess food, is the edible part of the plant. It is the vegetables, the fruits which are there. Then we also saw that stored food in potato is starch. Now let us move ahead. Some other plants. Plant with green leaves make food. The leaves must contain chlorophyll. In order to make food, in cactus, leaves are modified into thorns, and their stem is of soft and green. The food is prepared in its thick green stem. Prickly pear and cocolaba are some common varieties of cactus. Non-green plants, right? This is cactus. We all have seen it around us, all around us, right? Now, in this, the main thing is that the leaf is modified into thorns. Non-green plants like molds and mushrooms have no chlorophyll, so they cannot make their food. They feed on dead and decaying plants and animals. The red pigment in the leaf hides the green color of chlorophyll, right? So these are non-green plants, but they also make their food. Though the green color is less, but the presence of chlorophyll in croton leaves allow photosynthesis to take place. Means there are some plants where the green color is less, but they allow the process of photosynthesis. Right, now there is a task how to find non-green plants fungus grow. Take a slice of bread and sprinkle some water in it. Put it in a plastic bag. Now in this current season, will see that happening quite often in our houses. In the bread which we eat, sometimes we see some green or some white deposition, right? That is fungus. Put it in a plastic bag, close the mouth of the bag, keep it in dark and warm place for 4 or 5 days, right? A green hairy substance starts growing on the bread. The tiny spores of fungus inside the bag get water, warmth and darkness, thus the fungus grows. Energy flow in living things. Green plants use the sun energy along with water and carbon dioxide to prepare food. Food is prepared by plant, is used by humans and animals. In turns, animals, humans being give out carbon dioxide. See, plants give out oxygen which we use, and we give out carbon dioxide which the plant uses. The carbon dioxide is absorbed by the plant. This cycle goes on and on and on. This is how sun energy flows in the world of living things. See, this diagram clearly explains that there is a plant which is eaten by a herbivore. Then that herbivore like rat is eaten by carnivore like snake, and ultimately snake, when it dies, it eaten by worm. When the worm dies, their energy goes back to the plant, right? So this is happening continuously day in and day out. So with that, we come to the end of this interesting chapter about the primary producers, ultimate producers, which are the plants. So I thank you all for your patient learning. and hearing. Until we meet again, it's a goodbye.